Hey y'all, I'm coming to you from the kitchen. I have to wait. One pandemic, two pandemic, screw this pandemic. Hey y'all, I'm coming to you from the kitchen. And today I'm going to talk to you about how to do a marble effect on the top with alcohol ink and a glitter bottom with double-sided tape, and how to get seamless lines on the bottom. This is a method that I kind of created, I guess you could say. It kind of happened like on a whim. I was kind of like, oh, I wonder if this will look pretty and look nice and work and be great, and it did. It looked great and awesome, and it actually, I've used it on a couple of cups, and it looks amazing and it works fantastic. So I wanted to show you how to do it, show you how to get amazing seams that don't show and don't kind of show your butt or whatever. And so we'll get started. I've got kind of a funny story to tell you, so we'll kind of do some storytelling and some showing and all that stuff. So we're gonna call this the Chauvin method. Hashtag Chauvin method. You know what? I don't really care that it's named after me. I really don't. I really don't. But we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna take this one off so you can kind of see. And I've got a couple of tutorials coming to you soon, so that you can kind of see. I'm gonna move that out a little bit, move all this stuff. We had a cup auction last night that got wild and crazy, and well, clearly I epoxied my glitter to the table, so we just shutting it down. This was super cool. I took some of the cups from last night outside, and then I heated some of them up, and y'all, it was amazing. So for those of you who are in my Facebook group and were in the cup auction last night, it was great. So you are going to be wowed and amazed when you see what's going on. So here we go. So the look we're going to do is the double-sided tape bottom and the alcohol ink top is what we're going for. So we're going to tape the bottom first. That's going to be the first thing that we do. The double-sided tape that you can get, it comes in rolls like this, okay? And you get 6 rolls. They're all different sizes. You get them from Amazon. We'll put the link in the description below. And I know I say that and sometimes I forget. So if you're watching this on replay, it's usually in the comments. And my admins will put it in the comments. But if you miss it, it's in the Shopping with Show Me Chauvin page on Facebook, and it's also in our group. So you can get this on Amazon, and we have a link for it. So this is, and it's usually less than $10 or so. And then you can juggle it and get all fancy schmancy. And then, of course, I went to grab my scissors, and I forgot, but look, I grabbed them. Okay. And I need to make sure I have a Big O somewhere, which good chance is I don't have it. So everybody drink. I know we're day drinking, but I'll use my pokey pen, which will be same thing, just fine. So you need like a Big O or a pokey pen, which you'll see what that is in a minute too. Okay, and I got stuff everywhere because I wasn't prepared, but this is how it happens with me. Okay, so when you start with a 30 ounce, if you start with this type of 30 ounce that has this ribbed on this end, and I'm going to move you. We're going to get close. We're going to be best friends. Ready? Hey, best friend. We're going to be best friends for a second. Because, we're going to be intimate. So when you have a 30 ounce that's got this ridge at the bottom, you want to start with the biggest ridge because it fits the same width. Okay, so it fits on the same width. You can fit two or the little ones, but don't do that commotion. I had to pull off my decal, so that's why it's all wonky. And you're gonna want to go all the way around. So, and this is kind of the boring part, so I'll tell you a little story while we're taping. And you're gonna want to come up and down a little bit. You want to get on the money, okay? And sometimes you'll come up. Now be careful when you're doing this with black paint, because I find that black paint comes up a lot, okay? So if you're doing it with black paint, you're going to pull your paint up a little bit. So you just want to be kind of careful, but you want to make sure that your seams or your lines match up right on top of each other. You want to get right on top of one another. And I'm going to show you how I do and how I line up my tape and how I line up my seams to where they're right up on each other, okay? And I give it one fell swoop around. And I'm going to take my tape and flip it. And I kind of give it a little bit of a gap, okay? A little bit. To where it does have a little bit of overage. So I'm going to show you that, okay? So it does have a little bit of overage, if you can see it. And it does overlap on one piece of the tape. And some of you are thinking, oh my God, that's such a big overlap. That doesn't sit too high. It doesn't like give you too... No. No, it doesn't. And so just don't freak out about it. Just trust me. And this 30 ounce has a little bit of more of a... clean off my brush a little bit. So give me a second. Has a little bit of a... what do you call it? Curve to it. So more of your beveled cups, they're gonna have that like bulge a little bit. So I'm kind of glad I'm doing this one that's not quite so straight. Neither am I. So you're gonna see what to do when it kind of does this little bulge. So don't freak out or lose your crap over it, because it's not a big deal. All right. You're going to start in the exact same place your first seam was. And some people say, no, don't do that. Stagger your seams. No, don't do that. Don't listen to other people, okay? Don't do that. All right, you're going to start in the same place. I'm trying to, like, be all wounded and craziness. But let me just do it, and then I'll show you. I shouldn't kind of have it on the wand, because that makes it a little bit more difficult for me. So I'm going to put it right up on it. And I know I need a camera that goes above me, but I'm not that kind of YouTuber. Alright, so you're gonna get right on the line. And look, because it's beveled, you're going to have to get up, down, up, down, up, down. You're going to feel like you're Morgan Wallen. Up, down, up, down, up, down. You're going to have to go up a little bit. And it's going to pinch and buckle a little bit. Don't freak out, because when you get your back of your tape off, okay, it's gonna sound dirty, and it's funny, so just be mindful. When you finger it on there, and when you finger your glitter on there, it's gonna push those buckles down, okay? So it's fine, and then you just give it a little snip of the tip, just the tip. And then you just make sure your tips match up. And then you move it right along. Okay? And so sometimes I go with the same size, one right after the other. Because I just do. Somebody's like, well, how come? Because I just do. But why? Because I just do. Alright, so let me tell you. This one time, I went fishing, because I was thinking about this the other day, how I can't wait to get out of this house and go fishing. I really want to go fishing. And so I'm telling you a story while I'm doing this, because this is the boring part. So hopefully this will keep you entertained while you're watching me literally just wrap tape around a cup. So I was going fishing, and here in Louisiana, fishing is a big deal, right? We all love to fish. We all love to, you know, catch and all that stuff. So, clearly. And so, we have to have a fishing license here. I don't know how it is in other states, but here you have to have a fishing license. And if you don't, may God have mercy on your little baby soul if you get stopped by the game warden. And so, I mean, you have to have a license for everything but having a child here in this state. You have to have a license to hunt, to fish, to trap, to everything, okay? So you have to have a license to fish. And so I had never been stopped by the gaming warden ever, but I always have a fishing license. And so the last time I had gone fishing, which was probably a couple months before all this COVID crap broke out, all of a sudden we see this big old boat with this beautiful awning, because, you know, God forbid they get in the heat, and starts pulling up towards our boat. And I'm like, what in Maya are they doing? Like, and so I look to our charter guide and I say, why are they getting so close? I mean, they are like close. They're like getting up on us. So I'm like, so I looked at our guide and I'm saying, I said, dude, they're about to like get up on us. And like, and he said, just relax, just relax. I'm like, what's happening? I'm thinking, pirates! So I yell out of silliness, pirates! And our charter guide goes, shh, that's the game warden. And I said, oh, okay, no worries. But I thought it was comical because I thought if they are pirates or if they've got shady intentions, clearly I have just sent them the warning that my lungs work crystal clear and they better get up off it because I am going to scream out pirates. And I'm going to use my fishing pole as a sword of some sort to keep them away or off of my boat, right? Hold on, I didn't line that seam up just perfect. So I scream out pirates, and clearly it was not the appropriate thing to scream, but whatever. I thought it was funny. And so the game warden says, y'all got fishing license? And I said, yes, sir, we do. And he said, okay. He said, well, I'm going to have to board your vessel, right? And check your stash or check your well or check whatever he said. And so I stand up. Actually, this was more than a year ago because I don't know what possesses me. So some of y'all probably think, what possesses you, Chauvin, to do the things that you do? And I think, because my wife turned to me and says, what possessed you to do that? And I thought, I do not know. I do not know. Maybe because I thought it was funny. Maybe because I lived my best life. Maybe because I thought this was a prime opportunity. Or I don't know. But I thought, I'm going for it, right? So I stand up, y'all, on this boat. I can't even get through the story. I can't even get through the story. So I stand up on the boat, and without even a second of hesitation, I pull my hair down. So it had to have been before April of last year, okay? I pull my hair down, which is super, super long, okay? And I pull my hair down and I say at the top of my lungs, you will board my boat and you will cut my fish and you will tell me I'm okay and you will get off my vessel. And the game warden looks at me and he says, ma'am, I'm going to need you to sit down. And Luke is like, Mom, you look like Moana. And I said, I know, baby, that's what I was going for. And he says, ma'am, please sit. So I said, you can board my boat. And the other game warden, who probably looks about 12, who thinks he's like, Mr. Hot, well, say something else. Mr. Hot Stuff, okay, is cracking up, okay? The official game warden, okay, is probably like in his probably 50s. He's probably been doing this for as long as I was knee-high to a duck that he kills. And then this other kid is probably like 12, okay? And so he probably still watches Moana, okay? And so he gets on the boat, and I just start, everything he says, I answer with some kind of Moana type answer or some type of Moana type like song or dance or whatever. I was y'all, this man found no humor. I said, would you like to check the well over here? Or would you like to check the well over there? Would you like to and he's like, ma'am. I'm like, size does matter. I was like 16 inches, right? Do you like them that big? Or do you like them bigger? I was like, but you don't like them smaller than that, right? And he was like, ma'am, can you show me your fish? I was like, oh, you want to see my fish, huh? Show me your fish and I'll show you mine. He's like, ma'am, and my charter guy is like, Chauvin, sit down. He's like, ma'am, can we see the well? I was like, Timmy, is there someone in the well? Is there something in the well? And he's like, ma'am, show me the well. I'm like, come on, Timmy, where's the well? Is there someone in the well? And literally, like, done. He was done. Yes, sir.
I can't see what you were doing.
I'm taping a cup. What are you doing?
Well, I can't help you.
I know, not this time, but next time, yes, okay?
Okay. Do you remember I have vlogs for kids?
I do, and you can help me on the next one, okay?
When are you going to even make the next one?
Later on tonight, I will.
Can I help you?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But Mommy,
Yes, sir.
double-sided tape can hold glitter, but really, well, you have to secure it properly.
I do have to secure it properly.
If it doesn't, it may stick to people's hands.
That's correct.
And it could be like, oh, okay, I thought this was the grapes.
That's what I'm doing.
And then it'll be rude.
Thank you, my baby. So I'm securing it properly so it doesn't stick to anybody's hands. So he goes.
By the way, I saw a cup that you haven't really secured yet.
Okay, I'll fix it.
It's right by his glass.
I'll fix it. Don't bring it this way because it might be a surprise for somebody, please. So he gets on the boat. He's checking the well. I am like steady one-lining it with the, Timmy, is there something in the well? Timmy, is there? I'm like, ooh. So he gets the fish out the well. And he goes, this doesn't look big enough. I said, oh, it doesn't look big enough? Why don't you take your stick out and measure it? And he is like, that is not funny. And he is like, the other guy is, like, the other guy looks like he's about to pee on himself. And he's like, ma'am, please stop. I'm like, what? What's the matter? I was like, don't you need to whip your stick out and measure my fish? And he is like, ma'am, I'm going to need you to go sit over there. And so finally Kat goes, you know she's not drunk. You know she doesn't drink. You know she's just plain crazy. And the game warden goes, wait, she's not drinking? And my charter fisherman goes, no, I don't know what's wrong with her. I told her you were the warden, and I told her to be quiet. She's just crazy. She's just a silly fool. And he goes, ma'am, you not drinking? And you know I'm the game warden? I said, well, I told you to board my boat. And he goes, ma'am, just be quiet. So now he's got a little smirk on his face. I was like, okay, hey, I'll just go sit over here. And so I go sit over here, and I'm like, and I do like, hey, and I go sit over here. So I go mind my business. But they had no sense of humor. Like, I'm thinking, if you're going to, like, come on my boat and, like, question my integrity of my fish size, we might as well have a little fun with it. So he gets off the boat. He goes, all right, everything looks good. Life vest, everything. He goes, all right, thank you. And I said, what can I say except you're welcome? And he's like, goodbye. Y'all, he came back around, like because we had gone all the way to Lake Bourne and like all the way down to like Baycott, whatever, not knowing that he met back up with us around like down the bayou and started coming back up to our boat. And he goes, oh, hell no. You're fine. And he laughed. We could have had probably sharks in our boat. And he was just like, nope, you're good. Have a good day. Like nothing. So if ever you want to get the game warden off your boat, just act like Moana. Because that's the easiest way to get the game warden off your boat, because he just wasn't having it. Like 0.0 was having it. So I thought it was pretty comical that he was not having it. Like he was just like, nope, thank you, your fish are good. I could have had like baby shark do. I should have sung that, but I don't think it was popular then. But he was just like, he was just done with me, like done with me in every aspect. Done with me. He was just not having it. I'm trying to find the color that I need, which of course I can't find it on the fly. This is one of them. And then I need the white, because I'm going to show you how sexy this is and how easy this is. Or maybe I'm not, because I wanted to do a couple of colors. So give me, click right in. Okay. And we'll add a little bit of something on the top. Okay. Ready? This is where everybody's like, this is the hard part. I don't know how to do this. How do I do this? I don't know what to do. All right. Well, just rest your nerves and relax and breathe. Everybody breathe. All right. So, we're going to get a little plate. We're going to plate yourself. I'm going to put my ball up in it. Let me see. Make sure this is 5. Nope. I need 1. Hold on. I gotta make sure I put my ball in the right hole. Because that's fun. All right. So listen. This is how you get good seams. Now you see all these bumps and ridges? That's probably driving y'all crazy. You're probably like, stop it. I'm serious. Stop it. Don't. You got to push that down. Look, you got all those bumps. And you're going to have... Rest your nerves, Narvina. Okay? You're going to do that and you're going to finger that when you take that off. Don't sit there for hours and, try and do that beforehand. Rest your nerves. Okay? Just breathe. Just breathe. Okay? Get your life together. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Alright. In order to get a really good scene, okay, you're going to start with whatever colors you're using. I'm going to use black, white, and silver. And I know some of y'all are going to think, well, what if you use the white and then you get the black and the white and then you got black specks in your white and then, oh my God, that's going to look terrible because the black is going to... Rest yourself. Okay? Don't freak out. So, some people say, but you should do the white first. But if you do the white first, then you get the black in it. You should do the black first. But if you do the black first, then you're going to get the white and the black in it. Oh my God. It doesn't matter. Like, seriously, it doesn't. Because you're just going to... You're just going to, like, flick... You're just going to flick it off. Just... And you're going to pound it and flick it. You're going to get all up. Just... Oh my God. Don't. Oh, and I need gloves. Because touching glitter with your bare hands is like... It's disgusting. I can't insert the analogy that I wanted to insert right there because I'm on YouTube. But just know that I inserted a really disgusting, funny analogy that I can only insert in my Facebook group. But it's funny. And it's perfect. But I just can't insert it here because we're on YouTube. But it's great. So, and these are not my gloves. These are my son's gloves. Now we're going to get into whose gloves are whose. Okay. Somebody was kind enough to... Right, I said everybody should have a shusher. Like the governor of Michigan, she has a shusher. Now she does. Because she needed one. Y'all should, for entertainment, y'all should watch the different states' governors, because they're hysterical. So Melissa, my admin, she's my shusher. All right. I thought I said I wanted to do... Yeah, I'm still going to do it like that. Okay. So, all right. You're going to start here. So this is my seam line. Okay? Right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick up this back part. Okay? So you're going to pick out this back part, which is the back. Then you're going to take this. This is going to be your running piece. Okay? And before you run, you're going to lay that part down. Okay? Make sure you lay it pretty good, because everybody likes a good lay. Okay? And then you're going to run. Now I'm going to pull a couple of pieces because I'm going to do a couple of colors at a time. So you're going to pull back your runner piece, your lay piece. Okay? Pull up your runner piece. Lay down your laid piece. Lay it pretty good. And then pull. Okay? And then pull back. Pull your runner piece. Lay down. And don't pull it and think it's going to lay. Lay it first. Make sure you lay it. You get it laid. You get it laid. And you get it laid. Everybody gets it laid. And then you lay it down. Make sure it's laid nice and good. And then you pull it around. Okay? So now I have a couple of colors off. Okay? So I'm going to take, I'm using Spaceballs Ultra Fine from Nola Craft Culture. Okay? And I'm going to start on my seam. Okay? I'm going to start on my seam, and I'm just going to make little bitty mountains. I'm going to make little mountains. And I'm just going to grind. I know this sounds so dirty. Sorry. I'm just going to grind it in to my seams. And I'm going to literally just, this sounds so terrible. Let me try and put y'all a little bit more in the cup. I'm just going to grind it down into the tape. But I'm going to grind it into the seam, the direction the seam is going. But I'm just going to grind it into that direction. Okay? Trying to get as much of the glitter on the tape to where I don't have that much falling off. Okay? Makes sense? So I don't have like a big pile of glitter in my plate. And then all those little bumps, you're going to rectify that when you're fingering the glitter into it. So you're going to take your finger and you're going to stick it and see, like, no glitter is falling into the plate, or hardly any, I should say. There's a few little baby morsels. And I'm just going along the cup. And I'm using my glove because if you're putting that much oil from your fingers into this glitter, your epoxy is going to separate so hard, it's not even funny. So, and it's going to look horrible. So you just, and you can see how little glitter I'm using. I'm going to have to put a little bit more right there on that bottom row. Unless I can kind of scooch it down, because I'm kind of parsimonious with my glitter. I don't like dump it and shake it and all that garbage. Like, I don't do that. You dump it, like you just put a little bit, and then you grind it in there. Some people like the grind. Okay? And then you do like that. Some people give it a tap. I give it a good little brush. And I try and get as much excess off, especially on my seam line. Okay? Now there's going to be some glitter on your seam line. Just because that's how life happens. But I'm going to show you how you're going to avoid that in just a second. So, don't freak out. Okay, so there's your first stripes. Okay? Everybody good so far? Good. Alright, I'm going to go a little bit faster with these. Alright. because now you know what to do. So you should be good to go. And like for instance, this one has a lot of black on its tip. So if it does, you just cut that tip. Yes, sir.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Not a chance,
I
Stance.
love you either.
Not a chance. I love you the most. We have love you most and more competitions in my house. Wait till we break out the walkie-talkies. It gets pretty competitive. Okay. And so I think I got 3 whites. So now I'm going to, now I'm putting the white. Now white gets kind of dangerous because obviously you're white and on black. But I wanted to kind of show you how, number 1, how good a coverage this white is. And number 2, how your seams can cover. So just bear with me. Alright, so again, I'm going right on top of my seams. And I'm going to just get up on it. Get up on it. And then this really thankful one. Okay? And then I'm going in the same direction. Same direction, same direction. And then I'll show you how to fix it if you have a little bit of glitter in your seam. Like this white had a little bit of, wasn't as thick as white out because I wanted to use that rainbow white. So we'll fix that in just a second. And the next color might cover it up just a little bit too. So I'm trying to go rather quickly so we're not just sitting here staring at each other's beautiful faces. And even though if you think, but you're grinding it into the black, weirdo, like, why are you doing that? Don't do that, blah, 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 blah. You can grind it into the black all you want. Once that black is set, it's not gonna go into that black color. So I can grind on top of that black all I want, and it's not gonna go into it. So I wouldn't let that be like a worry. Like, I'll grind it into all the black, like this line right here, and you're gonna see it's not gonna make a hill of beans. Okay. Okay. All you gotta do is just okay. See, no matter how much you grind into it, a little bit of that seam. I mean, a little bit. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go back after it. Okay. Where you at? All right. We're gonna pull back, lay down, pull around, and we're gonna pull back. Oop, I just got a little excited. And then pull around. And so, I'm gonna cover this. So no matter how much You kind of go at it. Hopefully this is pretty with that silver. And I'm going to add the color to the top. So this is going to be a, whoa, there was about to be a big fat mess in my lap a second ago. So it's going to be a black, white, and silver bottom. And then it's going to have the color at the top is going to be like the color. Okay. So this is just the marbling. I mean, this is just the double-sided tape and the glitter at the bottom. And then the marbling is going to be with the alcohol ink at the top. And this just makes it real crisp and pretty at the bottom. And you can do it with chunky. You just have to do the chunky last. And you might have to like hand place some of that chunky rather than grind it in there. So, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. Let's see this pretty girl. How's she looking? Oh, you know what I need? Oh, I don't have my lovely assistant. We might need a field trip because I don't have it. So the bottom is all taped up, and I think if I don't spray it, oh crap. You know what? We're just gonna go for it. If I mess it up, I'm just gonna mess it up. If I mess it up, we're just gonna mess it up. But let me just tell you this, okay? You should seal it. I'm telling you right now, seal your cup. Please listen to me. Hear me loud and clear. Seal your cup. Seal your cup. I cannot stress enough to seal your cup. I cannot express to you enough. Seal your cup. Seal it. Seal your cup. Seal it, seal it, seal it. Like I cannot express it enough. Seal your cup. Oh, this is going to break my heart. Oh, it's going to make me sick. Well, this will be one for the books. Oh, pretty girl. Seal your cups. Please seal your cups. I can't express it enough. Seal your cup. So you're going to go outside, pretend like you did, and go and seal your cup. And then you're going to come back, and then it'll be sealed. Seal your cup. Oh, this is going to make me cry. But I'm not going to keep you waiting. And I'm not going to just go, because then that's just going to make the video way too long and ridiculous. So we're just going to go at it and pray for the best. I think I know a way around it. Let's just hope I can do it this way. Let's just see if I'm this good. I don't think I am. But we're going to try it. All right? Have faith. Have faith in me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, of little faith. And listen, I see some of y'all are recommending hairspray. Can I please advise something? And you can take my advice for what it's worth. Please do not use hairspray. That is super mega freaking toxic. You're mixing a very highly flammable, very highly toxic chemical with another very flammable, very highly toxic chemical that you are not supposed to mix together. They are not intended to be mixed together, ever. Please, I know that you think it's a great hack and a great life trick or whatever, but it can take one thing to make that extremely ignitable. Please, I know you think it's a great trick, but do not. If you have gas stoves, if you have gas heaters, if you have anything that has a pilot light, it will literally, bam. I mean, it is not safe. So I know you think that it's a great hack, and it may be for some of you, but for some of you, it is literally just like a deadly accident waiting to happen. That's my only little tidbit. It's my 2 cents. It's please just be very careful. And just be very careful. So it's my own little spiel of safety. You're just mixing too many chemicals that shouldn't be together. And I know that people will say, well, it's never happened to me. Okay. Ask that to the lady whose house caught on fire. Ask that to the man who blew up his shed doing it. Blew up, like kaboom, blew up. So please just be careful. It's just very, very, very toxic, highly flammable chemicals that you are just messing with. So, all right, let me get some alcohol ink, okay? All right, let's see.
Mommy, I got a hole in your clothes. I got a hole in your clothes.
That's okay, that's okay. All right, let's see. Ooh, I need another bottle. What about those two? So. You know what? I got an idea. And where is? That's what I'm looking for. Maybe. So just be very careful about that. Oh, I know what I want, but I don't know where they are. Let me think about them. They're Cloud 9. I'm waiting for the bubbles to get out of my epoxy. So, but I'm probably not going to be able to find what I need unless I were to ask someone who knows where my stuff is. And I need a Cloud 9 drawer very quickly. And I need a specific shape from Cloud 9. And it's in my head and I'm not going to be able to find it fast enough. But I'll take you, sexy things. It's not what I want, but until I can think of where they are, I'll put them somewhere specific. It's just where specific is going to be the problem. Eureka! Okay. Now I feel better about my life choices. Now I know what I'm going to do. Okay. So I'll let my epoxy sit for a couple minutes. And then I'll pop out the bubbles just real quick that are on the surface top. And give it one little swizzle. And get those. Alright. So I can't reiterate this enough. Okay. Spray. Spray your cup. Spray your cup. Spray your cup, spray your cup, spray your cup. I can't reiterate it enough. I don't need that one, Bubba.
You can put it on the top.
Not on this one, my love, but thank you. I can't reiterate this enough. Spray your cup. Spray your cup. Okay. Let me try it like this. And what I'm first doing is just putting epoxy just on this bottom glitter. And I'm just putting like a hump and just running my finger straight like a I don't know what it's called, but just I'm trying to keep it to where it doesn't run. But that glitter is pretty sealed and I brushed it pretty hard, so that's what I'm hoping will do, is that perfect little thing too. I'm just kind of doing like a swoop around it so that it will just ease it on down. But I cannot reiterate enough, spray your cup so that your glitter doesn't creep. Okay? Like, I cannot say it enough, I cannot reiterate it enough. Spray your cup. Okay. And then this I'm just gonna go at with a lot of, not a lot, I say a lot. I'm gonna go out with a good, favorable amount of epoxy, more than what I normally would put on the top of a cup or a regular cup, because I'm gonna need to move it a little bit because I'm gonna marbleize it, or I'm going to move the alcohol ink. So I'm gonna put more epoxy than what I would normally put because I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it. So this is gonna be the pretty part. And then I'm gonna add some cutie stuff because I want to. And then I'm just gonna drizzle right here because I don't want to bring up that black line. So I'm just gonna kind of like, and I know that the epoxy is gonna drip off right here. That's not a big deal. It'll level itself out as it turns. And I'm okay with that life choice. I just don't want it to pull up the glitter. And I'm kind of just dabbing it. And normally I would never lay epoxy like this. Please don't learn anything from laying epoxy from this method. I'm just doing it like this because I couldn't spray the cup because I've got y'all on live. Okay? All right. And I think we're good to go. So obviously the taping takes a while, but not too long. I'm going to go ahead and blow these bubbles out real quick. Actually, no, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Because I'll blow them out when I blow the colors. So, I'm just going to start laying it. Alright. When you use black, sparingly. Like so super mega sparingly.
Mommy,
Because, yes, sir.
I made some 2 knots. If you want to make a bow like that, just cut them split in half and put them in 2.
That's perfect, baby. Thank you, my love. That looks amazing.
In fact, I need to get something.
You want to use it super sparingly. Okay, that's probably all I'm going to use of the black. Maybe like one more little dot right here. Okay, that's probably all I'm going to use of the black. And then and I know some of y'all might be like, that's not marbling. That's something else. That's like whatever. You know what? It's called the Chauvian technique. Just get over it. It's called the whatever I want to call it. Now the black is going to turn a little bit of green. But once it dries, it goes back to black. It might turn green. It might turn a little bit of purple. That's just what happens. It's called the chemical reaction. But, and some of you are looking at it like, that looks like crap. Wait. It's not gonna. So then you get your heat gun and you're gonna move it. This also pops all your bubbles and all your micro bubbles. So you're gonna start to move it. And this is where your black turns to your green. Like you'll see this one right here is going to look green when it comes around to you. But you'll see it start to stretch. Ooh-wee, you good looking. And I might need to add a little bit more black. And if I do, I always can. But you'd always rather add more because you can't take away black. You can always add black, but you can't take it away. And if you need to move it down your cup a little bit, just push it down a little bit. If you need to walk it up, walk it up. That's what your heat gun's for. Or walk it out. Don't get too close because you'll burn it. And you can catch epoxy on fire. You can catch glitter on fire. And you can burn your cup. So it's going to look a little green at first. And I know you're probably thinking that looks green. It's going to. I told you that. And if you want a little bit more, or you think it's not in this area and you want it to be, then just add a little bit more. It'll walk back up. And usually that glitter line will act as like a barrier. It'll act as like a barrier line. And it'll like even out a little. How you doing, pretty girl? I think you're looking all right to me. Now right now it's not my favorite because that green is going to have that connotation in it. And it's not my all-time favorite. But it's going to really even out when it has that black tone back. And I'm going to put these little sunflowers on it. These come from Cloud9 Glitter. And they're little sunflowers. They're exclusive to them and nowhere else. And they're super pretty. And they're one of our affiliates. And I'm putting them in the bottom part just because that's where I usually put the shapes or the confetti or the whatever you want to call it. And on the top, I'm going to put a You Are My Sunshine decal. And I'm going to send this to a person that is equally my sunshine as I am hers. Because I got her cup today. And so she inspired me just like I inspired her. So, and this will move around a little bit. And then once you want it to stop moving in one direction, not like the band, but like, I don't think I want to do that. It'll stop. Once you want it to stop rotating and moving, you're going to stop your turner and give it about 3 seconds, like a good 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to turn it the other way. So now it's coming back this way at me, and it's going to make centrifugal force. Stop it. Now I'm going to take you off the tripod and I'm going to show you the cup up close. But remember what I said? It's going to look green, but once it dries, it's going to get that really black, astounding color. So it will get that black, astounding color. And I might add a little bit of shimmer to the top, a little bit of slut dust to the top to kind of make it have that little bit of pop to it. But other than that, I think it's perfect just the way it is. So I'm going to take you off and spin you around and show you what she looks like. So here she is. So this is the top, and here's the bottom, and there's the marbling, and there's the double-sided tape. So, like I said, it's a little green right now, but it won't be, and I got to separate those two sunflowers because it's going to bother me. Okay, I got them off, and I'll fix them. But like I said before, you know, it'll blacken out, and it'll look perfect. So, I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial. Y'all have a great day. Be good to everybody. Please give this a thumbs up. Also, if you're wanting to win a spot at our convention in June, please go ahead over to the Plumbing Princess channel. And like her channel. Subscribe to it, please. And you can win a spot to our June convention. So go ahead on over to the Plumbing Princess. Subscribe to her channel. And you can win a spot at our June convention. Y'all have a great day. Be good to everybody. Bye, y'all.